Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here with another card layout. This is number 16 in the series, and it's a nice and simple one. Great when you've got double-sided papers. First, let me show you the layout. Into my little book of layouts, and I'm choosing this one. It's just 3 vertical strips over a large background. I'm going to be using the Graphic 45 papers, the Blossom collection, and I've chosen this particular design here because it's nice, big, bold and bright. I am going to be changing the layout just very slightly. I'm going to add a coloured border. So let me start chopping up the bits of paper. Obviously, as ever, if you would like the exact dimensions that I'm using, then please feel free to head over to my blog gentlemancrafter.com, where I provide a downloadable and printable version of the card sketch with measurements. So you can make your own little folder of layouts if you'd like. If you've been enjoying this series, obviously please do leave a comment and of course a thumbs up before you go today. In the meantime, I'm now just chopping the strips. Now I said about double-sided papers earlier. This has got like a two-tone green stripe on the back, a bit like a very British or English country garden lawn, which I thought worked well because it's all from the same paper pads, the greens are the same. So I'm going to start layering this up. I've chosen that sort of reddish pinkish colour to be a very slight border around the patterned paper, because I just thought it gave it a little something more than just sticking the paper flat. Of course, you could just have the one layer according to the layout. It's up to you. There we go. How pretty is that? Okay, now I'm just going to use my gridded ruler to measure in, I think it was 3/8 of an inch from the edge, just so that I get that first strip straight. If you're very good at eyeballing things, you just go for it. Sometimes though, because I'm working at angles in order that I can video what I'm doing, sometimes I don't quite get it spot on. So I'll just peel that back and stick it down again, and then I shall go in for the other two. Now, obviously, as you saw at the start of this video, I am going to embellish this. What you use to embellish will be entirely up to you and what you've got in your craft stash, or it'll be an excuse to go online shopping after you've watched this video. Whatever you choose to do, just do what makes you happy. Okay, so I mentioned the embellishments. I have taken a few shortcuts here, and I've done a lot of die cutting already of the floral elements. I've layered up some different floral dies to create the big floral embellishment, and I've also pre-assembled the bow. It's just a little mini bow. Can't actually remember where that was from, to be honest. I'm sure somebody will. Okay, so I've got a little sprig here that's going to extend off to the right. And then I'm going to use a foam pad to stick the flower down, just so that it's slightly raised from the card. Of course, you could use a 3D glue gel if you would prefer. Got a couple of die cut leaves, just a little bit of shaping by hand here and the tweezers, nothing too fancy. Oh, I did find a tool that I'd lost quite some time ago earlier, and I really must do a video. We'll show you that in a future video. Remind me. I'm kidding, I will make a note. Okay, so I've got a couple of foam pads on the back of each of these tags, which are also from this paper pad, by the way, so you can just trim them out and use whatever you fancy from the pad to help embellish the card. And that's how things are going to sit. Now at this point I thought the flower was a bit too far down, So just before the glue set, I managed to rip it off and half the sprig, but thankfully nobody will notice. And then stick it back down. Phew! That's the beauty of a wet glue. Okay, and then my little tag collection is going to go in here. And then just to finish it off and make it look a little less regimented, I'm going to do a couple of little floral die cuts that have already had some gems stuck in the center, just to make that spray extend beyond the imaginary frame. Okay, that's number 16 done. Thanks for watching. That's it for this time. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And for more from me in the future, please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.